Hey guys, it's Ben. I've been wanting to do a video, and as from the title suggests, it's not going to be a fun one. It's going to be quite a sort of one to you lot out there who might be actually watching it. Maybe a few, just probably family and friends. But I've just been at work recently, and I've met a pretty awesome bloke who's he's from Africa, and we've been chatting, and he's been like getting my mind thinking again. I've always been like it anyway, but he's really made me think, because I've always had some thoughts of how things are in like this country, and I've always been into how people react to certain things, why, how society and culture impacts people's lives on a daily basis, and for me and what I see around me, not really that good. Like the morality, like to me, the morals of people have been shot to shit. Things are quite hard for most people. Students wanting, like, getting into depression over fucking going to university. You know, things like this, and obviously Conservatives getting voted back in. Good going, folks. But yeah, it's going to just be a very fucking straightforward video about my opinions on things. You're very welcome to comment with whatever you want, because this is a discussion. This is why I do it. I want to gain knowledge from people and experiences, like the bloke I speak to work, and other people who I'm speaking to throughout my life, where I've met through work, college. You fucking suck that shit in, and you want to, so you can have a better view of the world. You don't just want to listen to one source and believe that is that, because you're just going to be getting lied to. You want to actually listen to people's experiences, like real people, like this, over via like YouTube, speaking to someone you never normally would, just to get an insight into their culture and, you know, their life experiences. Mate, seriously, like, it makes you so much more of a humble person, and you appreciate things more. You I would say, I don't want to say it would make you a better person, but I reckon you would not take things for granted, and you would actually care about things a bit more. But that's enough of me being Pope Benedict the third, whatever the fuck. Anyway, let's get on. Okay, right. So, I've always been like it. I started work recently from getting fired again, and I started this job. I'm like keeping my head low, you know, doing my shit, just doing my job, not talking, because I'm not a big talker, unless I get to know you. No, I talk too much, supposedly. And yeah, this guy I've met through work, he starts talking to me. He's from Africa. I'm like, okay, let's get to know you. I was like, oh, like, you know. And as he gets to know me, he comes up to me. He's like, you're not like a normal English person. And I'm like, I know I'm not a normal English person, really. Yeah, you don't have to say that. And then he's like, nah, man, don't take it bad. And I was like, okay. What do you mean? He's like, what you talk about, what you think, your hobbies. And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess not, but hey, then again, boss knew, you know? And then I get to speak to him more. He's like, yeah, like how you view things. And I take everything, I take everything in. Like, I don't think small, one plane direction things, you know? I don't think week to week. I don't think about going on the weekend, spending the wages I just earn. I don't think about when's the next Walking Dead episode on, you know? Like, I might be very excited about the next Zelda game, but yeah, I'm not like a typical bloke. I like doing shit and thinking and reading about history and impacts, you know, big impacts on people's lives and shit like that. Like, if I could do anything, I'd love to be like into care work and shit like that, helping people cope, because fucking life's hard, man. Whew. Tough fucking time. And then I was like, cool, what do you mean? And he's like, you know, most British people he spoke to have not been really switched on. And I was like, oh, what do you mean? Like, they're not educated? He's like, no, they're educated, and, you know, they do have passion and zeal, but normally it's just for material things. And then it clicked. I was like, oh, I know what you're going after here. And I didn't take offence to it, because that's what I think. And then this is what got me thinking, right? This is what got me to the core thing. Like, the illusion of progress, right? Basically, this is what we're trying to get at, the main concept, right? We have progressed through society, right? Like, we have technology and health, in some way, has been increasing, right? But in other ways, big time, we have lost. We have gone off the track, and I think we are losing a lot of our base human fucking traits that are within us, and that's all because of how we're being conditioned. I think in Western society, like, and in Britain, from the past 60 years, you go back to, like, let's go back 60 to 100 years to today. Britain and its culture and its morality, its morals, are very different. Some for the better, and quite a few not so. And he wanted to get my opinion on things and ask, like, how I view these, and do I agree with them. And I didn't. I was like, no, I don't agree with how quite a lot of things have gone. I think how it's drip fed from the top of the fucking ladder, and this negativity just drips down. This dog world slowly fucking, people just doing things for fucking no rational reason, just to suppress. It's just like a big fucking suppressive I'm fucking mindset, and it's just horrible. Like, you see it in the workplace. I've experienced it. Just how it's such a dog world. Money. I believe money is not a. I think money's an ability suppressor. Like, you might have the abilities, man. You will be. You're fucking skilled, right? And unless you get, like, spotted by someone who's going to train you up and that, money is a fucking door. And unless you ain't got that key to get through those doors, no matter who the fuck you are, unless, like I said, you know someone to get you in, that door's staying locked shut. That's all it is. Like, I fucking hate the money, and what it does to people too. Like, I've known relationships and marriages to break apart because of it. Like, I'm not saying, you can live off, like, the fucking land or anything like that, but it shouldn't destroy your love for somebody, like it has, which I've seen. And also, going back to, I have many friends who I see sometimes post on Facebook of how the education system depresses them. That's not good. Fucking hell, man, like, it's putting you into a depressive state. It's meant to give you a bright fucking future, not make you feel tiny and small because you've got a different learning curve and you don't understand something, so you're made to feel, because you don't fit in this box we've created and you don't meet this criteria, you're going to now feel like you're fucking a worthless piece of shit. That is not how it should be. The way it should be is, like, we take you and your abilities of how you handle these situations, and we're trying to our best ability to accommodate that. Not just shut you off in when we have this group of people we're teaching, and because we haven't got the time and manpower, and we have to be efficient. We have to be efficient in our way of teaching and progressing as a species. But if you don't fit that, sorry, you're falling down the wayside, and sorry, that's it. You're cut off, and it just makes me sick. Also, he asked about the morality of women here, and I said, I was like, what do you mean? And after a few questions, I got what he's getting at. He believes, like, women sort of, they have sort of lost a bit of their pride in a way, but I don't think that. I know a few who are very what's the word? Like, they have respect for themselves. Like, you would not, like, let's say you could see what a clean book of who they are, you'd read through it and you'd be like, okay, you know what, you deserve a good life. But then I know what he means by how women sort of use their bodies as objects. And then it's like, yes, they do, women do use their bodies as objects, but then you've got to think of why. Why do women use their bodies as objects? Okay, it's nice to feel beautiful, okay, let's not lie about that. Everyone wants to feel loved and wanted, but there's a different line between feeling wanted and feeling good about yourself, and then the sort of like it goes into sort of self, what the fuck is it, when you're doing it. So I know some women have done it to fill a void, right? Because I was on a dating site once, ages and ages and years ago, and there was this mum with her child on there, and like the photos with when she had her kid, no likes, no comments, no nothing, right? Didn't care, right? And then when it was looking a bit good and, you know, provocative and all that shit, all the guys are like, oh, you're looking gorgeous, da 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 da. I hate that. And there's also, like, I see other people, right? There's women who take a nice photo and it's with a like friend or sister or some shit, no likes again. And then the more sexual it gets and the more fucking seedy and cheap. And that's when all the dogs come. And men moan about, I've worked with blokes and they're like, oh, I treat women mean because they fucking, you know, all they're going to do is fuck you over. And it's like, you're reflecting that shit of negativity onto the woman. And if you're only going to desire them for their fucking bodies, which, yeah, women do have nice bodies, but that's all they're gonna feel like. Not all of them, thank God, because, you know, but that's all they're gonna think. And men should. I fucking hate men who are like that. And you know, if you're only gonna hurt somebody, don't even bother going with them. In the end, if you're gonna hurt an innocent woman or man, and in the end you know that you are, or you got the temptation to, just don't create the never-ending cycle. Don't add to the pain. Just fucking keep it to yourself. You know, what's the point? What's it gonna add? Like, okay, you're gonna get a bit of fun for maybe 15 to 4 hours one night. Just fucking go on mushroom tube or something. I don't know. Fuck. And yeah, it's just pointless. And if men had a bit more respect, then women would have a bit more respect for themselves. Because how we act, you know, it's how we act, it's how it feeds off onto them. You know, if you ignore, because I remember one night I went out and there's this girl who wanted to fucking sleep with me, and she's hounding me all night. All night she's hounding me, and I didn't want to feed it. I didn't want to feed that, like, ego and everything. But then I did give in. I did give in. Like, but I brung her home. But what happened is not what you think. She chatted. I wanted to talk because I was a bit pissed anyway. And I was like, why are you being so, like, I said, like, why are you being slow? Like, literally, why are you like this? And when you actually sit down a broken woman who do these things and you talk to them, she confided in me that she lost her boyfriend, like, her boyfriend left her like a year ago, and she was not over who she loved. And to fill that hole, to fill that love she had, she slept with other men easily. And then at that moment when she's told me that, I just felt like, oh man, some people do some crazy things to feel loved and wanted and to feel alive, and it's sad that some people take advantage of that. And in our day and age in society, it's rampant, and it makes my skin crawl. I see it all around. It's fucking disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. Hate it. And yeah, it basically, there's good things and bad things in the man and woman. I need to do a separate video because I can go on about how men should be towards women and how women should definitely have a bit more pride in themselves, but I'm not going to go into that now. I'll do a separate video, and that'll be a fucking long ass one because I've got a lot to say on that subject, because it does affect people, and it affects people for a long time. But anyway, yeah. Oh, and he asked, like, how do you think they distract us with? He asked, oh, does he think that we're distracted? Oh, hell yeah, we're distracted by everything. Every day that we intake is a distraction. Is it from music on the radio when it's, oh, this is all tying back into like how people treat each other and everything now, and men and women, like music videos which have sort of like a sexual undertone, or there's a movie which like sort of says men have to be a certain way and they all have to like be like six pack and abs and big dong hanging out and like, you know, money, and then there's like, you know, everything you're surrounded by, you're seeing this, and sometimes like for me it don't get me down. I don't give a shit. I'm happy with who I am for most part, but sometimes it does make you doubt yourself. You sit there and you think, is this what it is? Is this how? Is this something I got to aim towards? And it does get to some people. You can see it, man. You know, some people don't want some people to know what they do in their life. Some people lie about their job. You know, if they haven't got a job and they meet someone new and they're like ashamed of it, it's like, why are you going to be ashamed? And this does happen. Sadly, I know someone very close to me in my family who mocks me for the jobs I have because of how education and you know, he puts me down. I don't care, because sadly that's what I have to do to live in Western culture, but it's upsetting to see that it's made someone mock somebody for what they can't control. Wow, I can control it, but it's very inhumane in a way. Not towards me, but I mean to generally like everything, you know. Like, you'd rather kick someone while they're down instead of help them up and progress them. I'm always about bringing people up. Every person, I have no discrimination. If I see a chav person in the street, right, some people get a bit edgy, like, oh, he's going to fucking punch me, look at him, or look at how he's like walking. I'm not, I walk past them, give them eye contact, treat them like a human being, not like they're going to fucking knife me. Same with a posh person. I don't think, oh fucking hell, here comes an arrogant twat. Oh god, let's have some quips ready to throw at the fucker. Nah, I just like, hello man, da da da. Same with any type of foreigner. I know that might be an offensive word, but let's just fucking use it because I can't be bothered to go through loads of races. I'm just like, hey dude, like treat him like my fucking long lost cousin, you know. Woo! And I've got a Nepalese mate who, when he said he first met me, and he told me a couple of years later, he said, Ben, the best thing about you, right, is that you just treated me like a normal human person, like being, like, you know, and I was like so fucking blessed for that, hearing that, you know. It's so nice. I fucking love that guy. Drowning, you're awesome, if you're watching this, maybe. But yeah, and that's all you gotta be, man. Like, I think people forget simple things like that, which just do make a difference. I don't know, I'm surrounded by people who I know a lot, who always subtly try and do one over than you, or say they've done this, or they try and look like, you know, when you're in a group and they're trying to impress and look good and like kind of make you look down, and like, I don't say anything, but like, you're just like, why is this society based on that? What is that? Being surrounded in negativity, is that what makes us great? Like, I know you can have a joke and like, that's good, but like, it's like, fucking grow up. We need to move on. As a world, we need to grow up a lot in what makes us, you know, fucking mature or grounded, because we've got a long way to go. Otherwise, we're going to have we're always just going to be overthrowing something, or when we're not happy with something, we're just going to push it to the side, you know. And that's what another thing we do. When there's normally an issue with a friendship, a relationship, or a family member, instead of trying to solve it, we normally just push it to the side or throw it and get it replaced with a new one, and then the mistakes happen again and again and again. And it's like, no one wants to endure anymore. No one ever wants to sort of keep grounded, you know, just like scrap, throw away, you know, and it's just like, I just don't get it. I'm getting pissed off thinking about it actually now I'm talking. I'm probably going to end this video in a minute because I'm just stalling on one subject. I need to come back and talk proper. But yeah, I really have been enjoying talking to this to Itai, the guy, and how he's like, I've been wanting to make a video for ages, but I hadn't gotten time. But now I've gotten this new job. I've got 4 days off straight, so it's been really good to be able to get this off my mind. I've been thinking, and I will do some more videos specifically on one subject because that was a bit of a mishmash. But I'm going to sit down and actually try and get subject to subject because it needed I'm open up to ideas. Like if you got anybody who's just watched this, feel free to fucking comment on because that's what it's all about. That's what I want to do. I want to hear people's knowledge and share it because that's what life is all about. I hope you enjoy listening. Sorry if it fucking went on a bit and I stalled a lot, but I've been up since 5:45 and only had a little bit of sleep lately, but you know, what can you do? Take care guys, and until next time, yeah.